There are several different ways we can insert notes into SongMaker. You will have to just use the method that is easiest to you. One way is using a mouse. You can simply click on a box like this and it'll insert a note depending on where you click on within the graph. And if you want to delete it, you just click on it again. Or you can use your keyboard actually. All you have to do is type the arrow keys like this, and there will be a box that is highlighted, and you type enter once you have found the pitch that you want, like this. And to delete, you just need to type backspace if you are a Windows user, or delete if you're a Mac user. Or you can use these arrows here at the top of the page, which work just like a keyboard, only you use the mouse to click the different arrows. These arrows this arrow on the far right side inserts the pitches into the page, or the pitch that you desire into the page. I suspect that after you get used to this program, you will most likely find it easier to use a combination of the keyboard or the mouse, or probably a combination of the both. So you'll use a combination of the keyboard and the mouse, or fixate on one of those two methods. Let's talk about other commands. There are several different ways to delete notes, and I described one way above. That is, you simply click on the box again to delete like this. However, let's say that you deleted notes on accident and you don't remember what you originally had. That is where this undo button at the bottom right hand corner becomes useful. You can click undo and the notes will reappear. All this button really does is undo what you had previously done. So if you inserted notes previously, clicking the undo button will delete them. If you previously deleted notes and click the undo button, the notes will reappear on the page. Let's say you just wanted to completely erase everything that you put into SongMaker. To do this, you simply click on this button on the top right corner here that says Restart. SongMaker also allows us to adjust the tempo. Tempo is an Italian word that simply means how fast or how slow we want the music to sound. If you take a look at this slide bar, we can move it from left to right. If we move it to the left, notice the numbers get smaller. This indicates that the tempo is getting slower, like this. If we move it further to the right, notice that the numbers get larger. This indicates that the tempo gets faster, like this. Another option we have in SongMaker is we can change the instruments. Down here on the bottom left side, we can change the instrument simply by pressing this button. We have the option of a marimba, which sounds like this. We have the option of a piano, which sounds like this. We can do strings. There is also an option for woodwinds. And finally, for synth. That adjusts the instruments that you inputted notes from this second line up to the top. For the notes that you insert from the second line on down, deals with what we call non-pitched percussion. This might sound odd to someone that doesn't have experience with these instruments. For example, a drum set that you would find in a rock and roll band, for example, or many different genres, doesn't play pitch. So instead of playing the melody for a song like even a simple tune like Mary Had a Little Lamb, the drum set provides a foundation for rhythm or adds extra color through non-pitched sounds. So this second button down here gives you the option to use different non-pitched percussion instruments that you can insert from the second button, or from the second line, or second to the bottom line on down. You have the option of electronic sounds, wood blocks, drum kit, and congas. Finally, let's learn how to save our project. All you have to do is click the button at the bottom right corner that says Save. Since this is a website, all they do is give you a link which you can copy simply by clicking Copy Link right here. That way you don't have to log on using this program. You don't have to create an account and so on. Then you simply paste this link by sending an email to yourself or saving it to Google Doc. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to open a Google Doc. I'm going to right click and then click on this that says paste. Then if I want to work on this later, all I have to do is open this document or email. If I send it to myself through email, and then click on the link, and it will open what I did just like this. All right, and that's all we would have to learn about using SongMaker, at least for the time being. What I want you to do for the rest of this period is read the handout and answer the questions there. It's just a summary about what we've covered in this video, and it asks questions to make sure you're understanding the important things to move forward. And then I also want you to set aside some time to look at YouTube videos. All you have to do is in the search for YouTube in the YouTube page is simply search SongMaker. And I want you to take a look at some examples of what other people have done. You can see arrangements and so on. And then finally, I want you to simply mess around with SongMaker, producing different melodies for yourself, and just kind of getting your hands dirty, figuring out how to use the program, because it really, the more you use the program, the more proficient you'll get, and that's what we want. We want the flow to seem natural whenever you're just inserting these notes. So I want you to spend 20 minutes or so just messing around with SongMaker, and I will meet you again for lesson 2.